When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch.
Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Motion from the wideout. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here for the offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
The Yellow Jackets need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll sneak it. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Hand off to the fullback. Into the end zone. goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Maryland's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. There he goes. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 2nd down coming up. The give on the option. Quick spin on the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Daly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Cobb. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle. It's McClung. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires left. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Cobb. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guy.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And there he goes. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, and he put his team in great position. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Smith wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize the...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry up. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fandom.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Carr. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Washington. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's McClung. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's McClung. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Catch in the middle, it's Carr. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Trying to run it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the...
And he takes it in for the score. No, it's
drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Smith dropping to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Looking deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch.
He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it, and he'll be brought down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Smith wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll leave it with him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Give to the big fullback. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get
throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that.
They go to the ground. Running to Green. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Daly. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completion.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
You feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. And that miracle is no longer coming now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Slings it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Skips away from pressure. Spins away from the defense. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking downfield, it's Carney. He's got his man across the middle. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw